What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so before I get into this video, shout out to the brother JJ Phantom for the donation to the channel via the Cash App. And he left a note saying that he believes that the Memphis Grizzlies should try to acquire Giannis. So I'm assuming he means in a trade. And you do get the sense from watching Memphis that and some of the moves they've making as far as firing their head coach, and you look at some of the antics of, the imbecile John Morant, who I do find entertaining, but he's not a championship caliber player. You do get a sense that they're going to make some changes this offseason. Giannis, of course, is a generational talent. He's already won an NBA championship with the Milwaukee Bucks. He doesn't get enough credit for that. The only thing that people give Giannis credit for is his athleticism and his physical ability. But he doesn't get enough credit for and it just goes to show you what type of era we're in now and how these guys value the wrong things. Giannis exhibits exceptional traits. He's shown loyalty. He wants to be the lead dog, even though the media wants him to be a lap dog for another superstar somewhere else. He did something that everybody says he couldn't do. And I know that because I was a witness to it. And that is, everybody said that he could not win a championship with Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks hadn't been anything since the very, very early 1990s. For the most part, except for that one season in, 2000, 2001, when they went to the conference finals. But, people said the Bucks suck. And I thought that Giannis, I'm watching this guy, this is a superstar, but people didn't want to give him credit. And he led them to a championship. But this is the thing. First of all, essentially a swap for John Morant is not an even trade. You know what I'm saying? John Morant's a really good player when he has his head on right. But to me, Ja has kind of regressed a little bit. And Ja's just not a guy who I think can lead a team to a championship. He's more interested in antics and, he's just not a guy, man. He's a knucklehead to me. Okay, he's a knucklehead. And from a talent perspective and from a leadership perspective, it's not an even trade. And even, with that, financially, it wouldn't be even. I was looking at the numbers, and theoretically, they would have to trade Ja for Giannis with another piece to make the money match up. Who's to say that it would be a 2-team trade? Might end up being a 3-team trade or something like that. I'm just talking theoretically. But I don't see why Giannis would do that at this stage of his career. Giannis is in his prime years. I don't know why he would go from a team that, while it has struggled, has some upside. Some of these moves they've made, acquiring, Kevin Porter Jr. I think he's been like the steal of this midseason as far as midseason acquisitions. Kyle Kuzma, he's showing flashes. Dame's coming back soon. I don't know why, even if the Bucks don't win a championship this year, or go far in the playoffs, I don't know why he would get traded to the Memphis Grizzlies when they haven't done anything. It'll be the same thing. Like, Giannis is great, but one great player doesn't make a championship caliber team. Now, there are some good pieces there. But, I don't know whether or not the acquisition of Giannis would make them a championship contending team, Also, who would be their coach? I don't think it's going to stay this guy who's been coaching him, who's like the assistant coach. So would Giannis have a say in that? I would think that if something like this would happen, Giannis would have to have a major say in certain things. Um, I just don't know why it would be done. Now I get to a degree what JJ Phantom says that as far as style of play. Memphis got some younger guys. I'm talking about some of the pieces around Jaw. A little bit more up tempo. I get what he's saying. Giannis would fit with that team, but like I said, I don't know uh, why he would do that at this stage of his career. You know what I'm saying? Now, if this was Giannis at 33, 34, and let's just say things go dry in Milwaukee. I know 78 and other Bucks fans don't want to hear this, but if things go dry, whatever Giannis's uh, opt uh, opt out year is, or whatever the case may be, or whatever, may not even have an opt out year. Maybe it's just a situation where things come to a head, and he just no longer is happy with what's going on, the progress in Milwaukee. And if he sees a championship caliber team out there and he forced a trade to them, okay, that's one thing if you're at that stage of your career. But right now, Giannis is still uh, at pretty much at the peak of his game. I just don't know why he would force a trade there, especially if things, even if they aren't ideal or optimum in Milwaukee as far as winning 55, 60 games every year, but they're right there. They've won 8 games in a row and they're peaking. Yeah, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? Going to the Memphis Grizzlies. Like, I mean, Memphis has done nothing. Um, Memphis has never been to an NBA Finals. Trying to remember, had they been to a conference finals? Have the Grizzlies? I don't think they've been to a conference finals, have they? Maybe I'm misremembering. I don't remember them going to a conference final. I think they've been to some. I think they've been to the semifinals. Maybe I'm forgetting a year. Just conveniently for this point in time. But anyway, now I think Giannis is best staying in Milwaukee at this stage of his career. But anyway, tell me what you guys think.